So let's look at this. This is some funny shit here. Aside from the fact that I'm sitting here actually watching Lost in Space, because that's what I feel like half the time, trying to figure this shit out. So here's Churchill Downs this weekend. So you got a guy wearing gold, then blue, and then red. Okay. So let's read along, if you will, because this is a hoot. Race favorite Orb. Yes, I'm sure somebody named their horse Orb. Took the lead midday through the stretch to win the 139th. There's your 3 and your 9. Running the Kentucky Derby on the sloppy track at Churchill Downs. Set off at 5:03. Orb passed Normandy invasion. Anybody understand history? Do you remember what the Normandy invasion was? It's when the U.S. and Britain invaded Germany. In the stretch, held off long shot. This is sweet here. Golden Soul to give veteran trainer Shrug McGonaghy his first victory in the Run for the Roses. Ridden by Joe Rosario, the 213 Florida Derby champion finished in 202. Okay, Golden Soul placed 34 with Revolutionary. So now we got Normandy invasion here. You've got Normandy invasion here. Revolution. See, this is all code. Falling to 4th. Ridden by 3-time Derby winner Calvin Borzel. I can't read that. Was a second at 6-1. So there's a 3-6-9 here too. But you've got Orb. You've got Normandy invasion. You've got Golden Soul. Okay, which is the Golden Soul. Has to do with the age of the golden era of Saturn. You got, I mean, come on, guys. Give me a break, will you? Revolutionary, Golden Soul, Normandy. What else do you need? Wait, I can do this one better. 1 second, let me get the picture. Okay, this was the Golden Apple Award that was given on Thursday to a teacher in Chicago. Notice she's wearing yellow and purple, and she's got an L on her chest. And here's our mayor wearing black and purple. That's indigo, so that's a Saturn color. And this is a Yahweh color, which is a Yahoo, which is Saturn as well. And here's the golden apple of the return of the golden age of Saturn. You see? It's very easy to read this stuff. Really easy to read this stuff. It's ludicrously getting easy to read this stuff. Like I said, you figure out where this 369 is coming from? We know that at least in the old days they were using tarot cards. Now it's probably been encoded into computers. Where it's coming from and where it's going to, and you'll find the truth of what's going on in this reality. That's the reality. That's the truth movement, I'm telling you. Because now finally we have something that we can put our hands on and say, we can prove it in the news, we can prove it in old writings. It goes all the way back to the Bible and before that. So now we finally have something in this so-called truth movement that we can actually hang on to. That we can show numbers that are correlated with disasters, that are correlated with tarot cards, which has to do with a spiritual aspect that's encoded in computers. This is the avenue to find it. I didn't find shit. I just pieced little things together until I ran across that picture by accident when I did, remember the video where they said 4 burning houses? Houses are in astrology. Okay, and in the houses are in tarot cards. So I just took a guess, and I went in and I researched for houses in tarot cards, and I ran across that thing. So big break. But isn't it interesting if you look at that thing? Because it's if we look at this thing here, it's night. So this 3 is day, this side is night. And it's interesting because here you have 33, 66, and 99. Right? It's interesting, this is the night, like the dark night rising, right? All this is sacrifice. All those 369 stories are people getting killed. Okay? Hurricane Sandy hit New York at 6:01 p.m. Okay, now, I'm sure that's not what this means. I'm just saying it's very interesting to me. So finally, we got something to lock into this. At least we've got something to work with. Now, we got to figure out who's pushing it and who's receiving it. And then we'll be to the next step. Because what this thing is, you remember the Kabbalistic tree of life I showed you? It's basically that thing turned into this thing. And these are gears, each one of these rings. And when they move, you get different codes, you get different combinations, different things. It's like playing a card game. You know, people call these things these Illuminati cards. No, this is the Illuminati cards right here. These are the real Illuminati cards, not that bullshit they're showing you. These right here. And they probably have this thing worked out into a real nice computer-coded graphics and everything else. Now, who's carrying this shit out? Is this being carried out by humans that are just being given directions? Or is this really happening from some other realm and it's afflicting this one? I don't know. But we got to keep working on this until we figure it out.